everybody. All right, it's 5:15 p.m. We're in California. Taking this load into Victorville. Right now, we're just went. All right, here we are in Victorville. We are looking for our stop. It's right around the corner here. Got a big airport over here on the left. Let me turn the camera around. You got a big plane right there. Doesn't have no markings on it, so I guess that's where they build them. GE Aerospace. Yeah, it's brand new. Boeing. Ooh, that might be the new Airforce One. That's interesting. But anyways, it's 8 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning, 49 degrees. And yeah, this is all aerospace there. Phantom Academy. Interesting. Interesting. Bunch of FedEx planes over there. Never been down in here in Victorville. So if your name's Victor, are you supposed to live in Victorville?
1/4 mile. Arrive at 13533 Phantom West on the right.
Thank you, Google. I guess we turn here.
Turn right onto Nevada Avenue, then your destination will be on the right.
Shipping and receiving. Pro Logistics. Alright. Entrance. No trucks. Okay, shipping and receiving. Here we are. Cool. Alright guys, I gotta talk to this guard. So see you in a bit. Okay. So I dropped off that load here at the pet food place. I picked up an empty. I pulled out on the street to do my paperwork. And then they just sent me my new load. And my new load is, I take this empty that I just picked up, I take it back. Hold on, I just dropped my pen. I take this empty back to where I picked it up, drop it, pick up my new load, going to Oregon. Yeah, gotta love it. Anyways, yeah, so picking up the empty was a waste of time. But it's 9:12 a.m. and yeah, so I'm gonna do a U-turn, go back in, and pick up my new load, and I'll be back. And until then, check this out. So I'm here at the guard shack waiting for paperwork. So I got the load. Now we're heading to Hermanston, Oregon.
Head east on Weasel Street toward Finance Street.
Weasel Street. It's 10 a.m. What's the temperature here in Victorville, 66 degrees. Anyways, that's what I got for now. Let's show you what it looks like. That's the guard shack right there. Right there. Alright, guys. See you in a minute. Alright, everybody. It's 3:18, and I just pulled over to take my 30-minute break. So I've been driving 8 hours already. Got 3 hours to go. Let's see what we did here today. 435 miles so far with 3 hours to go, so I'm gonna try to get 600 miles again. But anyways, how do you guys like my shirt? It says the Dutton Ranch. Yeah, Yellowstone. Yeah. Anyways. Alright, just want to give you that update. I'm in Nevada now. 72 degrees. Got a little color on my face today, thank goodness. I've been looking so pale. But the sun beating in on my face, I got a little color. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Can't turn this camera around, can I? No, this is on my iPad. That's stupid. How come you wouldn't be able to turn the camera around? I don't know. I think there's a camera on the back. It's weird. Gotta look into that. But anyways, just want to give you a quick little update. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, Rig Nation. Carry on.
What's up, my Rig Nation? That lake off to the right over there, that's Walker Lake here in Nevada. I'm out in the area where my mom used to live. She passed away in 2011. Sure miss her. But yeah, I'm on the 95. Yeah, my mom used to live in Yerington, Nevada. But it's 59 degrees here. It's 4:44 p.m. on this beautiful Saturday. The weather has been phenomenal. Perfect. And boy, am I grateful. Thank you, Jesus. But yeah, I wanted to show you that that lake. It's so freaking still. It looks like glass. I think it's beautiful. But, all right, I just want to show you that real quick. So, all right, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I'm going to focus on the road because this is a 2-lane highway. And we don't need no accidents. And I don't want to hurt anybody. And I don't want to hurt myself or Bo. All right, so I will see you in a bit. But until then, check this out.
So one of my friends was telling me about this story here. Serial killer truck drivers. So let's check this out.
Prowling the nation's highways for victims have become familiar villains, really, in TV shows and movies.
In fact, the percentage of long-haul truckers who become murderers is small. But according to the FBI, there are likely hundreds of homicidal truck drivers on our roads who have never been caught.
Many of them have driven across Nevada and have left a bloody trail behind them. Tonight, Chief Investigator George Knapp takes a deeper dive into how victims are targeted. And some of this information, it is graphic.
86-year-old Reno resident Patrick Carnes was driving in tandem with a long-haul trucker along I-80 when he vanished forever back in 2011. His car was found in the same out-of-the-way field where 62-year-old Judith Casita's vehicle was found 5 years earlier. She, too, was never seen again. Nevada lawmen came to suspect that a serial killer trucker, possibly two, were picking off victims along I-80.
And this was actually where the vehicle was.
I've seen some gruesome things in 25 years as an FBI agent, really gory crime scenes.
Former FBI Assistant Director Frank Figluzzi says the two missing Nevadans are not typical targets for serial killer truckers. Most of the known victims are younger women, either sex workers or hitchhikers. Figluzzi learned about the killers and their most likely victims by digging into a bureau program called the Highway Serial Killings Initiative, established in 2009, and learned even more by riding shotgun with truckers over thousands of miles, research that produced his best-selling book, Long Haul. By studying known murders, missing persons, and truckers themselves, the FBI estimates there could be 450 long-haul truckers who are serial killers, probably more. Many are sexual predators. Some just like to kill.
One indeed likes to control the outcome and loves the power and will prolong torture, rape, and other horrors. But the other one, George, the other kind of serial killer, simply wants to kill. He enjoys that power of life and death, and he kills quickly.
He's killing because he's lonely?
The specter of a mass murderer rumbling down the highway in a multi-ton traveling crime scene has been used in several TV shows and in movies, including the thriller Suspect Zero, but sometimes it spills out too close to home. Truck driver Chester Todd was suspected by the FBI of multiple rapes and murders of women, but he went on the run in 1996 and didn't surface until 2011 in Las Vegas, where he'd been living under an assumed name. Another serial killer truck driver, Wayne Allen Ford, had a severed breast in his pocket when he turned himself in to California police in 1998. He admitted to 4 murders. 3 of his victims had been dismembered. The body of one victim, 26-year-old Tina Gibbs of Las Vegas, was found in Northern California, not far from Ford's home. One of the most vile of the trucker killers is Robert Ben Rhodes, who built a torture chamber in his truck. Rhodes murdered 2 couples he picked up hitchhiking, one in Utah, one in Texas, and is suspected of dozens of other murder-torture sagas.
There's some of the most heinous crimes and criminals in the book, including Robert Ben Rhodes, who picked up a 14-year-old girl hitchhiking, hooked her up from fish hooks inside his torture chamber in his rig. Over the course of several weeks across many states, raped and tortured her, leaving her for dead in an abandoned farmhouse.
The most common and most vulnerable pool of victims are the so-called lot lizards, which is the crude name drivers use for the sex workers who ply their trade in the nation's truck stops. Figluzzi met and interviewed many of them for his book, including a few who survived their attacks, and knows that educating these women about the dangers is tough. Many of them have drug addictions and poor judgment, move around a lot, don't let family know where they are, so no one is likely to report them missing. Figluzzi also wrote his book to educate cops about the FBI initiative. The Nevada lawmen working on the Pat Carnes case had no idea there's an FBI database they could have accessed.
If I have one message to any law enforcement officer listening, it's get your unsolved cases, especially involving roadside killings, into the FBI's database.
The trucking industry has embraced the effort to find and weed out killer truckers and has installed tracking devices on most corporate-owned rigs. But Figluzzi notes some drivers have learned how to skirt those precautions, and he says there are hundreds of thousands of independent truckers who drive their own rigs and are not being monitored as they cruise along those long stretches of dark and empty highways. George Knapp, 8 News Now.
Disturbing stuff. We put more information on the Highway Serial Killer database on our website. You can also find part 1 of that report at 8newsnow.com.